Hi everyone, welcome to the cellar at Myers Creek Brewing Company. My name's Donovan, I'm the sales manager for Myers Creek, and I'm sitting across from Jordan Pollock over here, general manager.
Yeah.
We are here today to taste test a brand new release, our newest New England IPA or hazy IPA. We're going to taste that in front of you today. We're going to talk a little bit about the beer and talk about what goes into that beer, give you some notes and specs and what you can expect out of it, and let you take a look at it and enjoy watching us drink it until you can drink it yourself. So, Jordan, what can you tell us about our newest hazy IPA?
Yeah, so this is Frozen Meadows, New England style IPA, double dry hopped. There's 4 hops in here. So we've got Nelson Sauvin. We've also got Cryo Pop, which is a tri-blend of 3 different hops from Yakima Chief. We've also got some Rakau and some Mosaic. And so we really wanted to, really create some softness in terms of the mouthfeel for this beer. So that it's just really kind of pillowy, kind of when you're drinking it. There's gonna be a little bit of bitterness up front. But then it's really going to kind of smooth out into, a lot of tropical fruit, stone fruit, citrus. Those are going to kind of be the predominant flavors in this. So, Donovan, why don't you give it a whack?
Yeah, this looks great. It's got a nice kind of orangey, hazy look to it, which is exactly what we want out of this style of beer. Beautiful kind of pillowy foam up top there. Again, the first thing I noticed too, before I even brought it to my nose, is the aroma here. Again, those Southern Hemisphere hops, the Rakau and the Nelson Sauvin have that nice kind of stone fruity, even a little bit of white grape going on there. Great aroma, kind of new school hops that are very popular in hazy IPAs and New England style IPAs. Just a beautiful kind of aroma and smell going on here. I'm gonna take a sip here. This looks beautiful. All right, cheers, Jordan.
Cheers, bud.
Oh, that's nice.
Really good.
Yeah, definitely get the stone fruit, some mango, maybe a little plum, apricot kind of note going on there. Yeah. Kind of finishes citrusy, and then you get that. It's not a strong bitterness. It's firm though. It's mild but firm. I like that. A lot of hazy IPAs these days are just juicy and sweet, and then they kind of just fall off. They don't have that classic IPA bite. And now this isn't strong bitterness like you'd expect from a West Coast IPA or a more classic traditional IPA. This definitely has that juicy, citrusy and tropical flavor, but it's got that nice little bite on the end, which I like. Again, beautiful looking beer, showcasing some new school hops: Nelson Sauvin, Rakau, Mosaic, and that Cryo Pop, which is again a really cool blend of cryogenically frozen hops that add a nice pop of citrus and tropicalness to it.
Yeah, and we used a good amount of white wheat and some flaked oats in this to really kind of up that that pillowy soft mouthfeel that you're looking out of this New England style IPA, and it just drinks really nice, really clean. It came out great.
Mouthfeel, what would you say?
It's the texture.
It's kind of like how it hits your palate and how it kind of how the beer is, really, as you're drinking it, like a West Coast style IPA is going to be, a little bit more sharp. It's going to be
probably a little bit more
crisp or dry. Usually the carbonation is a little higher on that. The carbonation on our hazy IPAs are a little bit lower, so that's going to help create that softness that you're gonna really.
It's similar to velvet. I would say it's even more velvety than velvet, though.
It's like crushed velvet.
I don't know if I would go that far. It is, Jordan used a good word, pillowy. I love using that word, or pillow soft, because again, that's how it feels when you drink it. It's not a sharp kind of feeling or texture when it hits your taste buds. It drinks super smooth, I would say almost creamy, And again, it almost looks that way too. Again, like I don't want to compare it to orange juice, but it looks kind of like a super pulpy orange juice, and it just drinks smooth and velvety, and again, just like a texture that you would want to, it makes you want to keep drinking because it feels nice. Not just flavor wise, it just feels nice to drink this beer.
So when you're talking orange juice, would you say you're a pulp or a no pulp kind of person? And explain why.
I'm a no pulp guy. I mean, it's actually not even close. I really don't like chunks of stuff in my liquids. Not a Bloody Mary guy, I'll tell you that much. More of a mimosa gentleman.
Yeah, if you're having a mimosa, you don't want chunkies floating around in there. That kind of throws off the bubbliness of it.
So would you say this is like the mimosa of beers?
No.
In its consistency?
No, not really.
No. Mimosa's more sparkly. This is more cloudy looking and cloudy feeling, like a nice fluffy cloud in the sky.
Yeah.
That's what this beer feels like when you drink it.
Like you're
Clouds in your mouth.
sleeping in a cloud.
You could probably combine drinking this beer with like a pillow top mattress commercial. We could co-sell sleeping gear and this IPA. They would go together really well. Are we allowed to say brand names? I mean, like Purple, Avocado, Nectar, all those fun new mattresses. Speaking of names, we should probably talk about the name of the beer. This is called Frozen Meadows. And again, I want to say that frozen is kind of in relation to that cryo pop hop blend that we use, seeing as cryo hops are cryogenically dry frozen hops that are concentrated, and when you use them they add a concentrated blast of hop flavor. So I guess kind of in reference to that.
Also that, it's also, kind of in reference to the weather that we have here in upstate New York in February. In June we've got a lot of meadows and they're great, but in February they are quite frozen.
The tundra of central New York.
Would you say we're in what would be considered Elsa territory, or is it not quite that frozen?
Well, just let it go, okay?
Who's else? I don't have kids.
From Frozen. Let it go.
Oh.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Big fan of Olaf.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, this is a brand new label, kind of a new venture for us, and definitely a departure from our older designs, whether they were our just classic kind of colored labels or our pop culture references. Really went with this beautiful landscape design, a frozen meadow, kind of on either side of this can here. Beautiful background with the sun and some snowflakes, and then also this awesome silhouette of a dog on the one side of the can, which is based off of a dog in real life, and he's here. So Winston, what do you think about our new beer?
Oh yeah? Oh, you thought it was pillowy too? I agree. I tend to tell you.
Would you rather have a small sip of this beer or the treat that's in my hand?
Oh, good call. Now, Winston, what was your inspiration for this can design? You did a great job. Ah, okay. Let's see. I'll drink to that. Oh, you're getting a little antsy, Bob? Sorry.
It's okay, I got a little more.
There you go. Winston, are you working on your summer beach body thoughts? Come on. Okay.
See, the good thing about Winston though is he's got this nice fluffy layer to hide any winter bod that he's got going on.
Yep. That's right. Winston, you've been a real good sport. You designed a label. You came in for an interview, and I got a little treat for you here, kid. What do you think? You want to wag on by?
I didn't. He's very cute though. You did a great job, Winston.
Winston, final thoughts. Totally agree. Pretty limited. We just did a small 6-barrel batch of this, so we're probably only going to have between the tap rooms and in distribution roughly 35 cases. So it's beer that we really wanted to experiment with and try some new process stuff. and figure out, how can we, really increase flavor and aroma on our hazy IPAs by doing some different dry hopping techniques and things like that we're really trying to really enhance the flavor of the beer. You'll find them at some local independent retailers, pretty much between here in Buffalo. Some Wegmans might have it, but right now it just got canned about 20 minutes ago. So where it's gonna actually end up is yet to be determined. But visit your local retailers, visit some local Wegmans here in Syracuse. You might be able to find it. You might not, but you will be able to find it at both of our tap rooms.
Final thoughts on this beer. It's a delicious new hazy IPA. Again, showcasing what you can do with dry hopping techniques. Citrusy, tropical, juicy, pillowy soft, 6.5% alcohol. It's just a delicious beer and super fresh. And like Jordan said, very limited, undetermined where it's going to be right now outside of the tap rooms. So check in with your local retailers. And this is not the last time we'll brew this beer. This is kind of a first attempt at kind of a new direction for our hazy IPA program. And yeah, delicious stuff.
Took the words out of my mouth. Cheers.
Yeah. Can I say delicious one more time?
Delish.
Exquisite.
All right, and then the last thing is the final battle ring toss.
All right, gotta get these hops out of the way though, because they're in the way of my.
First to nail it?
First one to get
Yeah,
it.
First one to
let's
go.
go.
Ready, set, go.
No way.
Never happens.
Donovan is our between two hops and winner.
Wow.
Have you missed that?
That never happens. I'm never that lucky.
I think mine's broken.
Yeah, should we switch sides?
Your string's actually not long enough to even work. All right, well, thanks for tuning in to Between Two Hops. Be sure to check back in again. We're probably going to do this at least a few more times with different beers.
Sure, yeah.
Probably some hoppy beers since that's in the name. But yeah, thanks for checking it out. Look out for Frozen Meadows soon, either at the tap rooms or in the market. And cheers.
Cheers. And next time we'll actually be between the hops and not outside of them. It'll be great. Chew it in.
That's good. That's good.